Hello all, Vinod here from Endurance Engineering Academy. See, in this particular video, I'm going to talk about the difference between two master's program in IITs. Actually, most of the student doesn't know exactly about the difference. Okay, see, and most of them doesn't know there is some program called as MS in IIT. Okay, so if you see that properly, in with respect to IIT and NIT, there are two different master's program. One is MS, and this is mostly by research. Okay, and another one is MTech. Okay, this is going to be mostly by coursework. Sometimes this MS in few IITs they will be calling it as MTech by research also. Okay, let me talk about it in detail. The first question which most of the students raise here is there MS in India also? Like in India also, is there any program which is named as MS? Yes, of course. In IITs and NITs, there is a specific program called as MS, Masters of Science, Master of Science, and which is offered through GATE. This is one of the, what I could say, this is one of the impact the GATE is going to play. If you are going to enter into IIT for any master program, obviously the thing which required will be GATE. But there are some different procedure, intake procedures, we will talk about that. But why I made this video, I just want to make all the students aware that both MTech and MS was there in IIT. Okay, it is not only MTech. Okay, right. Now first let us talk about the basic difference. Actually, I already written the basic difference. The basic difference between MS and MTech is MS is going to be research, MTech is going to be coursework. Okay, what does mean by that? Let me talk about it. Okay, first let me talk about the intake procedure. Okay, MS and MTech. I'm just going to make it as what I could say as soon as possible, because as what I could say as less as possible the video timing. Okay, so I don't want to drag it anymore. Okay, so MS, in the sense, the procedure will be very simple. First entry level procedure is CGPA and your GATE score. Okay, this is going to be the entrance card. Okay, so you need to have some decent GATE score and some decent CGPA. They are not going to expect you to get some 9 or 9.5 or something like that. You need some decent CGPA, and most of the IITs won't consider this. Okay, but a few IITs are there which will be considered. For example, IIT Delhi. Okay, so that actually depends on the IIT's policies. Okay, but most of them won't consider, but few they will consider. And what about GATE score? See, if it is an MTech program based on the department, for example, let me talk about mechanical. If it is going to be mechanical, then it's going to be 75 plus. If we are going to get into a core department, okay, in old IITs. But for MS, 75 plus is not required. 55, 60, 65 will be enough. Depends on the IITs. Okay, so based on IIT, some IIT will ask you some 60 or 65. Some of them will ask you 55 or something like that. It depends on IITs and NITs. The score will vary, but the difference will be something like MTech and MS. The difference will be like some 7, 8 or more than that, 10 to 15 mark also. If you need 80 here, 65 will do it in GATE score. 65 will do it in MS. Okay. So what I was supposed to mean here, MTech required a very good GATE score. Okay, very good GATE score. MS required an average GATE score. It doesn't require to be very good like 80 or 85, something like that. Okay. So MTech, we need very good GATE score. Okay. But as we are getting to know that GATE score in MS was less, okay, GATE score in MS was less, then obviously you will start to think then we can directly go for MS, right? Then why we have to score more mark and we need to enter into MTech? There is a small difference. In MS, GATE score is less, of course, but there is two other extra things which you need to do for getting MS seat. Okay, the third step here is this CGPA and GATE score is something like they are going to decide, and from your side the first thing which you are going to do is once after this two, okay, once after scrutinizing your application, they will call you for interview process. After your CGPA and GATE score, they will call you for your interview process, And in your interview process, the first step will be written test. Okay, there is going to be written test, which is going to consist of mathematics and your core engineering subjects. If you are from mechanical, your core engineering subjects and mathematics. Okay, so that is what is going to be there in the written test. So you no need to prepare anything in extra other than that of GATE. Whatever you prepared for GATE, that will be more than enough. Okay, that will be more than enough. Most of the departments will conduct the written test as an objective type only, but there are few departments which will be conducting the written test as conventional also. As I was from IIT Madras, I know few. Mechanical will be conducting it as an objective only, but aerospace department will conduct it as an conventional. Okay, so it depends on the department. As I said, an applied mechanics will be conducting it as an objective only, and they will change accordingly. So yeah, there is possibility for changing it. Okay, 1 year they might conduct conventional, and other year they might conduct what is that, objective. When I was entering that time, this is the situation. Okay, so most of them will be conducting objective, some will be conducting as an conventional paper. Okay, and as per the difficulty is concerned, written test will be as easy if you prepared for GATE properly. Okay, you can easily clear a written test if you prepared for GATE properly. Okay, 2, interview. So this is where the place you have to be very cautious about. Okay, so this interview is going to play, okay, a huge role in your admission. Yes, of course, written test is important, GATE score is important, but if you done this too well and if you didn't do interview well, then surely you are not going to get the seat. If you did this too in an average manner, okay, in an average manner, still if you're able to perform very good in interview, then you have a chance for getting an admission. And that is why I'm saying this interview is going to play a huge role. But I won't say that interview is completely what I could say. Interview is the only thing. I'm not saying like that, but interview is major. Interview is very important. Okay. So these are the procedures. So totally, if you see MS, there are 4 things. Okay. So CGPA and GATE score. From that, they will be calling you for interview, and then there will be 2 process. One is written test and interview. Okay. And what about interview? What they are going to ask? It's very simple actually. Just say your what I could say, the area of interest. For example, thermal design or manufacturing, like that. Say your area of interest. They will be asking questions from that only. In addition to that, they will ask questions from max. That is for sure. Okay, so max and your area of interest. Those are the two things which is going to be consist of interview. It won't be tough. It will be easy. Mostly the panel will consist of 6-7 IT professors, and the one thing which you need to do was you have to be very cool. Okay, so your mind has to be very cool. Then only you can manage that interview. And it is going to be completely technical and mathematics. Nothing is required as your soft skill. Okay, so they won't check anything. They won't check your what I could say, dress code or your communication, etc., etc., etc. They are not going to check it anything. They will check your technical knowledge. They will check your mathematics skill. Okay, only those 2 things they will be checking it in this interview. Okay, so as far MS is concerned, the only thing which is required is your knowledge. Okay, your knowledge and how you are what I could say, how you are showcasing your knowledge during the interview. Okay, there is no requirement for much soft skills here. Okay, now come for MTech. What is needed? Only one thing, seriously, to be honest, a very good GATE score. If you are having a very good GATE score, then directly you will have your MTech seat. There are few colleges which conducts interview for MTech also, but not all the colleges. For example, IIT Madras, there is no interview for any department for MTech. But for MS, yes, it is there. But IISc will conduct interview. IIT Bombay will conduct interview. IIT Delhi will conduct interview. Based on the departments, few departments they will conduct, few departments they won't. Okay, so all those things will be mentioned in their brochure itself. So when you are going to apply for MTech, that time itself, in that brochure itself, they will be clearly mentioning it, what is the admission procedure. But the weightage, even though if they are conducting interview also, major weightage will go to GATE score. Major weightage will go to GATE score. Very minor weightage will go to interview if it is MTech. But MS is not like that, because for MS they will call students who is having somewhat less GATE score also. Okay, so then they need to decide whether they are suitable for this course or not based on these 2 things only. Majorly, like what I could say, majorly interview, because sometimes the written test will be like a formality. They are not going to consider much about written test, but not in all the IITs. I'm saying it, not in all the IITs. So regarding MS, each step you need to be very careful. Okay, even in written test and even in interview, you have to be very careful. Okay, you have to be very cautious. You have to prepare properly and go. Preparation means, again I'm saying, there is no requirement for you to prepare at a very higher level. Okay, so BTech knowledge, GATE knowledge, you need to have a clarity about the subjects which you are going to, like if it is an interview, your area of interest, thermal or design or manufacturing, like that. In that subject you have to be very clear. And in written test, you need to know how to solve the problems, because they are going to ask problems only, and that problem is going to be in GATE level. Okay, so right now the $1,000,000 question: what is the difference between MS and MTech? I said at the beginning, it is research based, it is course based. What is that? What does it mean, research based and course based? Let me explain. Listen. Research based means, first let me talk about MTech. Okay, let me talk about MTech. MTech is course based. What is mean by course based? Each semester you will be having some 5, 6 or 7 coursework and some 1 or 2 labs for first 2 year mostly. And sorry, for first 2 semester, I'm very sorry. Third semester you will have some 3 or 4 subjects, and you will start your project work. Fourth semester will be mostly completely of project work. Okay, but first 2 semesters will be completely academics. What does it mean by coursework? Some 6 coursework I'm saying, right? 6 courses I'm saying, right? What does it mean by that? It's nothing but subjects. Like how you studied BTech. One semester you will be having some 6 subjects, 5 subjects, like that. Similarly in MTech you will be having some 6 subjects or 7 subjects, and in IIT and NIT language it is coursework. But it's not going to be that easy like what you did in case of BTech, because in IIT coursework, like what I could say, it will be tough comparatively. How it will be? You need to do assignments properly, you need to write quizzes properly, and then you need to write the end semester. So you need, and most importantly, you need to have attendance of more than 80%, and again it depends on college. If you college more than 80%, few college more than 85%, okay, depends on IITs. Okay, all these things are very, very, very important regarding coursework. Okay, so then again, as usual, the gradings will be S grade, A grade, B grade, all those things as same. Okay, now labs, as usual, lab also, there will be lab sessions of some 2 times per week or 3 times per week. Okay, and what else? Yeah, so that is what actually MTech is. It's like you will be studying, they will be teaching, you will be studying, and then you have to refer books, and you need to study, you need to write exams. That is what MTech is going to be. You need to go to lab, you need to do the experiments, etc. And then second semester it will be project. Okay, and once 2 years gets over, even if your project is over or your project is not over, they will wind you up and they will give you a degree, and then they will send you off, even if your project is a failure or even if your project is a success. So they are not going to stress much, and that is why it is course based. They will concentrate more on coursework subjects. For example, finite element analysis, machine design itself somewhat advanced strength of materials, advanced vibrations, all those things they will be concentrating on a bit advanced level than that of BTech. Okay, that is what MTech is. Okay, right. Now come for MS. In MS, overall you need to do only 5 subjects. That is, you need to do only 5 courses overall. For 2 or 3 years, how many years you are going to spend in MS, you have to do only 5 courses. Then what you will do in the remaining time? You are going to do research. You are going to start your project as early as possible. Most of the professors will advise you to start at the first semester or second semester itself. You will start your literature survey in the first semester itself. Okay, but it depends. Okay, so majorly your concentration will be on project, on research, and minor concentration will be on coursework. Okay, only 5 subjects, and you are going to study that, you are going to finish that 5 subjects in first 2 semesters, or few professor will advise you to finish it in first semester itself, because so that you can concentrate completely on project from second semester. Okay, and in MS there is a necessary for you to attend a conference, okay, international conference, and there is a necessary for you to publish a journal, publish a paper in the journal. But in MTech it is not required, and that is why I said MS is research based. You need to concentrate more on research projects. Course will be there, but course will be less. MTech majorly course, research will be very, 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 very less. Okay, right. And what about the duration? As I said already, MTech, if 2 years gets over, even if you finish your project or if you don't finish your project, if you done something, okay, they will just wind everything up. You have to prepare your thesis, you have to submit it, and then just you need to escape from that, okay, after 2 years. But in MS it is not like that. Until you complete your project, until you publish a paper, until you attend an international conference, you are not going to get your degree. The most importantly, the degree is not going to be what I could say, the degree which you are going to get, it's majorly depends on the committee. Okay, there is something called as doctoral committee for PhD. Similarly, there will be one committee for MS. Okay, and your guide. Okay, they are going to decide when you have to get the degree. So it is not time bounded. Minimum you can complete in 1.5 years. If you are going to complete the project, and if you are going to publish a paper, if you are going to finish all those things in 1.5 year, you will be completing your MS in 1.5 year. Maximum it can go 3.5 years, something like that. Okay, it all depends on you, actually, your work. Okay, so because this is like what I could say, in MS they will be leaving you and then you need to do the work. Okay, in MTech they will be guiding you, study this subject, study that subject, and then write the exam, then go for the next semester. And MTech will be like somewhat guided. Guided means like this is what you need to do. A proper curriculum will be there for MTech, but for MS it is not there. It's up to you, your project. If you complete your project, yes, you can leave. You can complete it and you can leave. Right, so I said the major difference between MS and MTech, right, and also the time bonded. This is surely 2 years. This is not going to be 2 years. There will be variation. And what about the stipend? Of course, if you are going to enter in HTTA category, okay, there is two categories, HTTA and HTRA, half-time teaching assistant, half-time research assistant. Okay, so if you are going to enter in HTRA category, okay, this will be HTTA. If you are going to enter in a HTRA category, that is half-time research assistant category, then you will be getting 12,400 rupees for now. Okay, as of now, 12,400 rupees as your stipend every month. And if you are entering as an HTTA category here, then you will be getting 12,400 rupees per month. And what is this HTTA category, HTRA category? It's like you need to help the professor, okay, in their work. Okay, like what I could say, conducting a lab session, okay, conducting an exam sometimes. Okay, those things you will be understanding it once if you enter the procedure. Actually, I don't want to talk about that more, but mostly the students who are joining MS or MTech, they will be joining in HTRA and HTTA only. Okay, if you join in this category, then only they will be giving you the stipend. Okay. Now, then for MS, how many years you will get stipend? Maximum 3 years. And you can extend it for 6 months. That is maximum 3.5 years you will be getting stipend in MS. Okay, but if your project is not completed within 3.5 years, then you are not going to get stipend. You have to wait and you have to complete maybe within next 6 months or 1 year. Okay, so maximum you have to try to finish it within 3. MTech until 2 years you will be getting stipend. After that, anyways, you will be completing your degree. Okay. Now, major question: placements. What is the difference in placement between this MS and MTech? There is no difference. Seriously, there is no difference. If you see MS or MTech, as per the placement is concerned, there is no difference. You will be sitting in placements with MTech candidates only. Okay, but when you are selecting MS, okay, when you are selecting MS, and in that, when you are selecting coursework, as I said, you need to select 5 coursework. That 5 coursework which you are going to select has to be productive. Okay, that has to be productive so that it will be useful in your placement also. I will give an example. If you are from mechanical department, then finite element analysis. It's one of the very important course which you need to take so that it will be very, very useful for your placement. If you are joining design in MTech, then obviously you are going to study that. But if you are in MS, you need to select the 5 coursework. The college is not going to give you which course you need to select, which course you should not select. They are not going to say. It is up to you who need to decide. Okay, you need to select the course which is going to help your project, which is going to help your placement also. So 5 courses you need to select in that manner. Okay, and the courses which is going to aid you in placement and also in projects. Mostly your guide will help you. Okay, but the guide will ask you to decide first. Then he will help you. Okay, guide me. I was talking about the professor. Okay, right. Now, so that's what the major thing about MS and MTech. And what is the advantage of doing MS compared to MTech? If you have a plan of doing PhD, okay, if you have a plan of doing PhD, then please join MS, because like 50% of the work which is required for PhD, you would have done it in MS itself. 50%, all the base work you would have done it in MS itself. Then obviously that is going to aid you in PhD. And in PhD there are many things which what I could say, there is a recent scholarship which is announced by Prime Minister. Okay, so there are many things which is involved in PhD. I don't want to talk about that here, but I just want to give you the advantage of MS over MTech. The advantage is, if you want to do PhD, if you want to do further studies, okay, if you want to go into research further, then join MS. That is going to surely help you. If you want a placement after 2 years, I don't want to study further, I just want a placement after 2 years, then go for MTech. Join MTech, finish the coursework, attend placements, get your placements, and just come out of it. Okay, so that is what the difference, major difference, and it completely depends on you. So why I made this video here is, I want you to make sure that even if you get very less score, okay, not very less score, a nominal score 50, 60, 65, if you are not able to get 75 or 80, even if you get some 55, 60, you still have a chance for getting into IIT. You still have a chance for doing masters from IIT. Okay, so that thing you need to keep it in your mind. So only thing finally which is going to matter there is your knowledge. Because even if you get less score, but if you have a good knowledge in your subject, if you have good stuff, then obviously you are going to perform well in written test and well in your interview. So that is going to help you. Okay, so that's whatever you want, either MS or MTech, the basic thing which you need to do is the preparation which you are going to do, the subject knowledge you are going to develop, and what I could say, that's what the knowledge which you are going to develop, which is going to help you either MS or MTech, whatever it is. Okay, for example, you are not doing your exam well, some other circumstance, not because of your knowledge, maybe because of your health, you are not able to do well. You did it in an average manner such that you are getting some 50 or 55, not able to get a 75 or 80, then you have a chance of going to MS in IIT. Still, you will be doing masters in IIT only, right? So that is exactly what I was supposed to say. Okay, so we will see in the next video with some other topic, a general topic.